Squid Game Season 3 just dropped, and it's already making waves across the globe. Viewers are binging it, dissecting it, and debating its final moments online. But beyond the shock, the tears, and the violence, there's something deeper hiding beneath the surface. There's a secret, one that most fans completely missed. It's not just about who won or who died. It's about what didn't happen, what was changed, and what that change tells us about the show, about the characters, and maybe even about ourselves. In this video, we're unpacking the hidden truth behind Squid Game Season 3. A secret choice made by the show's creator. A final twist, not just in the plot, but in the message. This isn't a recap. This is a decode. Welcome to 3’s Media. Let's dive in. Let's start with what we all saw. Season 3 was brutal, more emotionally devastating than the previous season, and more psychological than ever before. Lee returns to the game, not just as a participant, but as someone seeking justice, revenge, or maybe just meaning. The game is a different now, bigger, more twisted, and the stakes somehow feel even more real. Characters we've grown to trust fall apart, allegiances shift, and by the time we reach the final episode, one thing is clear: no one gets out unscathed. But here's what most people don't realize. The ending we saw, that wasn't the original plan. In an interview shortly after the premiere, series creator Hwang Dong-hyuk revealed that he rewrote the finale late into production. The original script, he says, had a different outcome, a different final scene, a different winner, and a different fate for one of the main characters. He called the final rewrite necessary, not for shock value, but for meaning. He said there needed to be one final sacrifice, not for drama, but for justice. Let that sink in. A sacrifice for justice. So what changed? And why? To understand that, we need to look at what actually happens in the finale. Gi-hun makes it to the final game. He's broken, scarred, but determined. The game itself is a callback to the very first game he played in Season 1. A symbolic circle completing itself. But there's something off. The game isn't just physical anymore. It's moral. Gi-hun is given a choice. Not between life and death, but between revenge and release. And it's here that the twist occurs. He chooses something unexpected. But in the version we got, someone else pays the ultimate price. And that someone wasn't originally supposed to die. There are clues scattered throughout the season, hinting at this change. The symbology in the game room is inverted. The triangle, square, and circle, the hierarchy of the game, appears in reverse in the final episode. Some fans believe this symbolizes the fall of the system, or perhaps a rebellion within. Others notice subtle changes in how the frontman interacts with Gi-hun. In previous seasons, the frontman was cold, detached. But in Season 3, we see cracks, guilt, maybe even doubt. Then there's the dialogue. In Episode 5, Gi-hun tells another player, "We're not here to win. We're here because we lost everything." But in the finale, his words shift. "I had something. I gave it up to be here." That's a huge emotional pivot, one that reframes his entire character arc. He's not just playing the game. He's sacrificing what little he had left to end it, or at least try. And what about the crying baby in the trailer? Remember that? Before the season aired, fans speculated it was symbolic, maybe a metaphor for innocence or rebirth. But it's not symbolic, it's literal. The baby appears briefly in the final scene, in a place you wouldn't expect. And it's not just any baby, it's the child of someone who died, a life born from death. This single quiet moment tells us everything about the creator's intention, about cycles, thinks he's free, but the final shot shows him looking back, not forward. He's still in the game, whether he realizes it or not. And that's the point. Squid Game Season 3 isn't about victory, it's about futility. Even when you win, you lose. Because the system wasn't designed to let anyone truly escape. There's a theory, spreading in fan circles, that the real winner is the game itself. The system, the front man. As long as people are willing to play, it survives. It evolves. It adapts. Each season of Squid Game shows a different face of this machine. And by Season 3, it's no longer just about physical survival. It's about moral erosion. The audience becomes complicit. We watch, we cheer, we analyze, and in doing so, we keep the game alive. It's meta, it's uncomfortable, and it's genius. But let's go even deeper. Why do we keep watching? Why are we, the audience, drawn to stories like Squid Game in the first place? Maybe it's not just entertainment. Maybe it's catharsis, a safe space to explore our own feelings about debt, about control, about being powerless in a system that's already decided who wins and who loses. In Season 3, Gi-hun becomes more than a protagonist. He becomes a metaphor. He's not fighting for money anymore. He's fighting to understand, to break the pattern. But the brilliance of Squid Game is this. Even when a character tries to break the rules, the game adapts. It absorbs resistance. That's how real-world systems work too. They take rebellion and turn it into a product. They sell you back your own outrage. And by the end, Gi-hun is just another piece in the puzzle. Another cautionary tale inside the machine. And still, he plays. There's a chilling line in episode 7. One of the guards says, almost casually, everyone thinks they're different, but we all wear the same mask eventually. That line, it's more than dialogue. It's prophecy. By the end of Season 3, we see echoes of that truth. Gi-hun is no longer who he was. The people around him blur into one another. Identities fade. Morality becomes relative. And that's the most disturbing part of all. Because the real transformation isn't physical, it's psychological. The game doesn't just test people, it rewrites them. There's also a scene, brief, almost hidden, where we see a child watching a Squid Game simulation on a tablet. It's animated, sanitized, marketed. This isn't a glitch, it's commentary. Even as the show depicts horror, pain, and injustice, it also shows how quickly we package that horror into content, into games, into entertainment. It's the cycle. Violence, profit, repeat. And somewhere in that loop, the message gets diluted. The secret is that the system wins not just by forcing people to play, but by convincing them it's a game worth watching. So here's the final thought. Squid Game Season 3 ends on a quiet note. No explosion, no revolution, just a stare. A moment of doubt, and a baby crying in the distance. It's not dramatic, it's haunting, and it leaves us with one lingering question. What if the game never ends? Not on screen, not in fiction, but in the world we live. The jobs we hate, the debts we carry, the choices we think we have. That's the secret behind Squid Game Season 3. It's not about who wins. It's about whether we even realize we're playing.